You've definitely noticed this by now. You open a website, ready to read something quickly, and before anything loads, a pop-up jumps in your face. There it is, the big, bright, accept all button, looking friendly, almost helpful, like it's doing you a favor. And somewhere in the background, there's another option, manage settings or reject, but it's tucked away, smaller, harder to reach, like it doesn't really want to be chosen. Most of the time, you don't even think about it. Your finger just moves automatically. Tap, done. You move on with your life. Because let's be honest, you're not in the mood to analyze privacy policies late at night when you just want to read one article or check something quickly. But here's the uncomfortable question hiding underneath that simple tap. What exactly did you just agree to? To understand that, we need to start with something simple. Imagine walking into a cafe you've never been to before. You order your drink, maybe say your name, and leave. The next time you walk in, the person behind the counter remembers you, your usual order, maybe even your preferences. It feels smooth, almost personal. Now imagine they handed you a tiny card the first time you visited and said, "Keep this, bring it back next time so we know it's you." That little card is basically what a cookie is on the internet. Websites don't naturally remember who you are. The web is built on a system that treats every visit like a brand new interaction. Even if you refresh the page or click around, it's like the site keeps saying, "Hi, nice to meet you," over and over again. Cookies were created to fix that problem. When you visit a site, it gives your browser a small piece of data, usually an ID, and a few bits of information about your session. Your browser stores it, and every time you interact with that site again, it sends that data back. Suddenly, the site recognizes you. Your login stays active. Your cart doesn't disappear. Your settings remain the same. It turns a forgetful system into something that feels continuous and usable. The name itself is a bit strange, but it has a history. Long before modern websites, programmers used the term magic cookie to describe a small piece of data passed between systems that could be returned later to prove identity or permissions. When web cookies were created, the name stuck because the idea was almost identical. There's also another way to think about it that makes the name feel oddly fitting. It's like leaving crumbs behind. Just like in the story of Hansel and Gretel, where crumbs mark a path so someone can recognize where you've been, cookies leave tiny traces that allow systems to recognize you again. That idea is harmless when it's just one place remembering you. But the moment multiple places start dropping those crumbs, things get more complicated. Cookies didn't start out as a tracking tool. Back in 1994, when the internet was still in its early stages, online shopping barely worked. You could add something to your cart, click to another page, and suddenly everything would vanish. The website simply forgot who you were. At Netscape, a young engineer named Lou Montulli came up with a solution to this exact problem. He introduced cookies as a way for websites to remember users between clicks. It was a practical fix, not some grand plan for tracking behavior. But once the ability to recognize users existed, it didn't take long for others to realize it could be used for more than just keeping a shopping cart intact. This is where cookies split into two very different categories. First, there are first-party cookies. These are created by the website you're actually visiting. They're the helpful ones. They keep you signed in, remember your preferences, and make sure things like your cart or settings don't reset every time you move to a new page. Without them, using the internet would feel frustrating and broken. Then, there are third-party cookies. These come from outside services embedded within the page, advertising networks, tracking scripts, analytics tools. Their purpose isn't just to remember you on one site, but to recognize you across many different sites. That's why you might look up something once, something random, and then start seeing it everywhere. Different websites, different apps, same product following you around like it's part of your day now. That's not coincidence. And the next time that bright accept all button appears, you might pause for a second. Not out of fear, but because now you actually know what's on the other side of that tap.